私が現地の責任者に任命される形で調査を始めたんです。
I was put in charge of investigating the incident in the immediate area.
それが柊が森宮に来た。
So that's why Hiragi came to Morimiya.
先輩が関わる理由か。
Surprising, isn't it?
でも異界化の増加って
Crazy.
どうしてそんなことが。
Yeah, but why? Okay, so we know it is happening, but why?
Why?
その原因は今でも突き止め
We
ら
have
れ
to
ていない。
find the cause of any. Just off the top of my head theory, the weird event that took place, that like a natural disaster was like an eclipse related thing, and the barrier in this particular place in the world has been weakened between realities, and so therefore more weird events have been manifesting at a never increasing rate.
しかも
Good
異
theory.
界化の頻
Interesting.
度、脅威度、
Fact is, the frequency and severity of these incidents has escalated in the past few months.
It's only in the last
あ
few
なたた
months,
ち
though.
もその肌で感じているようにね。
Something you guys have all seen firsthand.
そして先日の
Now
霧
the
の事
mist
件。
incident. Alternatively, we did find out last time that there is this group going around and causing this stuff. At least
Causing?
intending to cause this stuff in a way, shape, or form.
There was that thing that these people talking don't know about.
グリムグリード級の最悪まで現れてしまいました。
What was that?
Wonder if that's got anything to do with it,
I mean, the other
or
group
if it's
that
somebody
like
just taking
planted the
advantage
book.
of the situation. You know?
Essentially a near disaster. I mean, the people that were planting the books, or like that one.
That's what I
book.
mean. That's what I mean. Are they the cause, or are they just taking advantage of the situation?
Probably a bit of both. Full-blown catastrophe is almost assured to occur.
大災害だと？
I still can't take Shio serious. Bosses.
あの魔女ってのを倒しただけじゃダメなわけ？
It can see you in full 3D.
I know,
That's
right?
Not to be underestimated.
Taking down that witch basically did nothing.
まさかあれで終わりじゃないってことか。
Wasn't the end of everything.
ええ、残念ながら。確かに魔女は強力でしたが、
Witch was definitely.
現れたのは2週間前に過ぎません。今年に入ってから異界化が頻発するようになったのを考えると、
How many eclipse-related incidents there have been this year?
真の元凶は他にいるわ。
Real culprit behind everything is still out there somewhere. It's really strange how she typically thinks that there's a culprit, not just a thing that is happening in this area.
確かにそうなるの
I
か。
wonder why.
Right.
そしてここ数十年、世界で起きた大災害のうち、
This is this past decade. We've already had a catastrophe.
そのいくつかは単なる自然災害ではなかったと言われてい
That,
ま
like
す。
the recent events, were not natural disasters.
すなわちトリプル S 級の脅威度を持つ神話級グリムグリードが引き起こしたものだと。
Of the influence
There's always
of
another S you can stack onto the tier.
an S tier threat. A mythological grim greed. That's crazy.
神話級
Mythological.
魔女がおとぎ話だとして。
At least it is an S++.
神話クラスってことは。
You know my feelings about plus.
S plus plus S S plus S plus plus
待って
S.
くれ。
Yep.
大災害ってまさか。
The only plus I'm in favor of is C++ specifically. Everything else.
Hey, I
is,
like
is-
Notepad plus plus.
You know what? Yeah, I have to add that too. Plus and Notepad plus.
10年前のあれもそうだった
But
よね。
but you don't like C
10
sharp,
years
which
ago.
is just C plus 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 plus.
Look, the reason why it's called sharp. Okay. It bypasses that argument. Okay.
東京震災か。
I know it is literally just 4+.
その通りです。
But they're arranged differently, so they dodge
10
it.
年
Okay.
前に
Oh,
東
oh,
京
is that
都心を震
so?
源地として
So
発
what you're
生
saying
した
is
大
C
災害。
plus 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 arrayed into a 3-dimensional cube is fine.
Yes, that would also be Tesseract form as well and ascending.
死
Yeah,
者2
we're
万
not
2000
we're not there
人
yet.
I
行
know.
方不明者7000人という被害を生んだ
Don't worry, we'll have
正
Skynet
真正銘の
first,
最悪
and then it won't matter anymore.
Anyway, there was the Tokyo earthquake getting referenced, I think, again.
Yeah, so like this happens. There you go. 20 plus thousand killed, 7,000 missing, and a true disaster. So like, a grim green manifested.
神話級グリムグリードによって引き起こされたもの
私はニュースで見た記憶しかありませんけど
Always saw what happened by watching the news on TV.
確か昼間なのに空が夕方みたいに赤くなったってい
I
う
remember something about
異
weird
常気象
weather,
があったんですよね
sky turning red, and it was like a sunset.
ええその現象になぞらえて私たちは
Because
あ
of
の
that
大
particular
災害をこ
phenomenon,
う呼んでいるわ
we referred to that what happened by a different name.
東京迷彩と
Tokyo Twilight Disaster. That's a. Yeah,
I'm sure this will have no bearing on the plot.
黄昏時の暗い災害
Twilight Disaster. Disaster that hit its own.
これ以上ないってくらいの名前
At
だな
least the name fit.
あの震災が異
Earthquake
界絡みだったってのか
connected to the eclipse.
あの時の光景が10年前のあの騒ぎが
All the insanity back with it a day when I saw things.
光線
東京に住んでいた人には忘れられんその真実は日本国政府によって
Yeah, the
公
government
に
cover
は
up.
伏せられていますが
Crazy.
Well, I mean, they covered up the true cause, but it's not like they covered up the fact that the earthquake
It happened.
happened.
裏の世界では
So,
戒めとして今でも語り継がれています
Those of us in the underworld learned a number of lessons for you to pass on.
そしてここからがようやく本題と
Why we have brought you all here today.
ここからです。
ええ10年前のそれが起きた直前にもあることが発生してい
And
た
things that happened before that event are more or less happening now. Okay. So, that group that's causing stuff, perhaps escalate, might have been also behind Tokyo disaster. Interesting.
すなわち原因不
An
明な
increase in
頻発
eclipse
する
related
異界
phenomena.
化現象が
なんだと
I like this world building. It would be so much better if we weren't trapped in high school.
それじゃあもしかして
yeah.
Imagine being like a nemesis, like detective level enforcer, where you travel around the country solving these things, and you're like on a trail of like, why is it that this weird book shows up here, and then before you get to it, it goes missing. Then you travel around to this other place, and you're like, why does this gang suddenly have the knowledge to make alchemical reagents useful from the eclipse? Like, isn't that really weird? Like, there's this knowledge that just pops up randomly. And then you're like on this trail and you're like, well, this isn't so random anymore, is it? It would be so much cooler. But no, we're trapped in high school.
幸い状況の深刻度は10年前よりはかなり軽微よ
Fortunately, what we're facing right now is not nearly as bad as it was back then.
でも原因が不明な以上決
But
して
since we have no
楽観視はできない
clue
わ
or what is behind it all, I'm not particularly optimistic about things.
その意味で私たちは用意しておく必要がある
Why we need to be prepared.
第2の東京迷彩を絶対に起こさせないための備えを
Can't let another disaster happen. I mean, we will do our best.
そのために私と柊さんはそれぞれの本部から正式に共闘の許可をいただきました
Miragi and my division have been authorized to work on this.
その結果森宮学園に異界対策室を設
Yeah,
立す
so
る
we've
ことが
decided to
決
set
定
up
さ
an
れたん
eclipse
です
response team based out of a high school, filled of high school students. Adults level enforcers
To be-
who have been.
I'm gonna interject here and
異
be
界
fair.
対策室
Yeah.
If these two
それって
are qualified enough
森
to
宮
head
学園
this
は
up,
市内各地へアクセスする
That
活動
means
拠点として申し分ない
age
が
is
Yeah,
a
like,
bit less important.
I agree. And it seems that we are quite competent, at least. Yeah, it is a great game, isn't it? Like the group is competent enough that it seems like this is a viable strategy. It just seems so weird, specifically for like the Nemesis side, where they're like, go and do it on your own. It's a test, but then that's like the internal politics side of Nemesis trying to play games.
Well,
With the start
I
after
think
school club, why are we?
First, hold on, chat. But they've I think at this point they've passed the wait and see phase that they were talking about being in earlier, because
Yeah.
now they've authorized
Working together.
collaborating with Zodiac, for instance.
With the Hokuto
And-
group, yeah.
So it's like now they're like, oh, it's serious. Okay,
なるほど。
Yeah.
確かに
right.
合
So
理的かも。
maybe the response is a little slow.
そして
maybe
そいつ
not,
が俺たちへ
but
の話
it
って
wasn't
わけ
like
か。
you're on your own, abandoned, end of story. Come back if you win.
Yeah.
Like, no. Now
Yeah.
they're putting resources into it.
Yeah, and it's like, but now we have to make like a after school like a club or something.
Yeah.
It's like why
Of course
though?
we do, because high school.
I know.
Because
That's-
high school.
that's
Because
the
of the
problem.
setting. Because of the setting of the video game. All right.
皆さんの
Like,
協力をお願いしたいんです
like we can both complain about it, but that's
今まで通り。
just what's happening.
I know.
いえ
Oh.
今まで以上に
We needed an excuse to hang out together. We can't just be friends. It has to be like required.
You know how long?
Oh,
Love the
you-
studio as
you
well.
s-
East and Legend of Heroes are the best.
Say that.
Falcom is great.
We've
Um,
I played all the East games. I'm currently working
Here,
through
hold-
Trails.
Here, hold. I'm gonna put my links in
共に
chat
戦う
early.
仲間として
If you go check out
それに
our
参加してい
YouTube
ただけな
channel,
い
you
か
can
と
see we've played through every English East game. If you want to go see those,
One and two
and
are starting
both
to something.
and both SWI games. Go check it out.
Diagonal combat is superior in all things.
そういうことかよ。
Back to
And,
East 1 and 2 diagonal combat.
Yeah. No, after this game, there's one more not Trails game that we're gonna play.
Yeah.
And then
私たちに強制する権利はないわ
and then comes the big project, which is actually starting Trails on this channel.
Oh no, who's doing it? Who's suffering? Well, it's not really suffering. Is it?
異界の事件
Anyway,
は
as I
あ
was
くま
going
で
to say before that, Falcom likes to have. I mean, it might just be like a
一般
Japan
人が積
thing.
極的に関わるのは
Falcom likes to
やっ
have
ぱ
their
り進
teenagers
められないから
as main characters. It took until Trails through Daybreak for you to have an adult main character that you actually that you
It-
play as.
It's just a JRPG thing. They always have like young.
Wait, no, sorry. I think was Lloyd also
Here.
at least 18.
返事は旅行から
Okay,
帰
it's
った
the
後で
second
も
time.
構わないわ
You can give us your answers after the trip, whether or not you want to work with us going forward to try to investigate and stop whatever's going on here from happening to the scale that it was for the Tokyo
ゆっく
Twilight
り考
disaster.
えてみて
Yeah.
Anyway,
Take your time.
we're set in a Japanese high school, so we're going to have a core.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it be.
Yeah, but it would be so much better if they unchained the shackles of
No, we're doing it again in the next one.
this. I know, but that's
I actually don't know how old the character is. You know what?
in the little trailer that they released. It did seem
Yeah.
like it was like an academy that made of gifted students, specifically gifted in the.
No, they're definitely high school students.
I know they're high school students, but it's like specifically for the labyrinth, which is what apparently this whole flips thing is anyway. That setting makes sense.
You mean like the academy is centered around?
That's what it seems like, right? Because it's an
Okay, that's
academy for
slightly better,
gifted
I guess.
students,
Slightly better. I guess,
and
but
it
we'll
seems
see.
like part
We'll
of
see.
the curriculum is going into the labyrinth or the
We-
eclipse.
We sure will see when this drops. When do we have a release date yet? Aside from it being this year? No, I don't think we do.
Is that setting specifically is like a school for eclipse side stuff is a lot more like acceptable as a setting than this is,
Nah,
in the sense that you
You
have
know, they-
more freedom
they
to explore
tried it.
things.
they tried it. You definitely don't gel with it. I'm neutral on it, mostly because I don't play a lot of.
Fine.
games that I've never heard of Persona.
What?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
No, I haven't played any of them, so like I'm not tired of that setting. This is pretty much like one of a very few number of games that are in this sort of setting that I've played, so it hasn't grated on me as hard. So
I do want to say I'm not like tired of the setting, because I haven't played enough of the other games like this to be tired of the setting specifically. I just think that it would allow more freedom for the narrative and for like
I mean adult characters in general would allow for more freedom of the narrative, but
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
There's more than a rumor.
When you set the setting in Earth,
yeah, we are looking forward to it too.
You have some problems. You have some societal structure problems with having an adventure.
Yeah, no, and that makes
like
sense.
It's just how it is.
Again,
looking forward to the new one coming this year. Yeah.
I feel it's unnecessary and limits the narrative and the story a little too much, specifically for this setting and this particular magic phenomena going on. That's just me, though.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree, but it is what it is.
The phone. Thought you just liked talking to your family.
I can say that I would prefer something else, but be fine with what we got, you know?
Fine. I'll get you something. You do have to give it to him. I won't do it. Talking to your sister, yep. Not nice to eavesdrop, you know. Don't worry. I just have to make my rounds. I have to talk to everybody before the story is allowed to progress.
That's how it goes.
Now, can you still be some calm? Yep. All springs from the underground, yep. Nemesis is responsible for most of the tech. That's neat, isn't it? Well, Zodiac has contributed a few things as well. No way I can stay out of it. Yeah. To be fair, Nemesis being responsible for most of the tech stuff, like, kind of makes sense, because all of the Zodiac groups would probably keep all the stuff in house and not like let it out because they're like kind of greedy, or more like greedier in like aspect wise.
Yeah,
compared to the Zodiac or compared to Nemesis.
Yeah, they've mentioned that there is some tech sharing between Zodiac and Nemesis, but it would, based on the like mission statements of each of these groups, that does make sense.
It's probably more along the lines of everyone uses Nemesis tech, but
just it's what you said. It's
tech.
Probably true that most of whatever Zodiac has developed remained in house. I agree. That's probably what happened.
Doing here. I'm just sat here thinking. Now you're disturbing me, Ko. How dare you?
Don't worry. Don't think about how the Elisa on Sora's shoulder blinks.
Don't worry about it. Not there. What are you talking about? It is kind of cool that they do in engine cutscenes like this. Look at how my broccoli top knot on. Only surprised. Yep. To give things some more thought. You look like a lost little lamb. Yeah, I'm too keyed up to sit still right now. Especially after hearing all that. Yep. I'm gonna chill in the bath again. Again.
He did say he was gonna go back into the baths.
Yeah. I was like, you've already decided. Yep. I was finally done with Blaze. But my soul and my spirit is still the same as it was back. Still the same as it was then. Yep. You're gonna go protect the city. For all those who have lost along the ways, as well as those punks. Yep. Protect the city, huh? Does this mean I'm the same as Shio? Oh. Do I have to convert to a great sword user? Is that what this is telling me? That would be crazy, huh? Dot, dot, dot. Hear the silence emanating. Lost in thought.
There's definitely silence with all this water around.
Yep. Especially with that bamboo, like, water thing. What do you even call those?
Yeah.
The little...
Noisemaker is what I would call it, because it makes noise.
Makes noise, yeah. They, like, move up and down, and they go bonk, and then they spill the water out.
And then
I forget, I don't know what you call them. Yeah, then all the deers.
Because that's literally what it's for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those noisemakers are to scare off pests.
Pests. That makes sense. I would have thought that they were more like that weird bird bobbing thing that like takes water, like moves water around or whatever it is. You know, like the little...
Yeah, but that's like a little fidget thing because it doesn't do anything. This one has a specific noisemaker for when the
water
rod
fills.
that collects water dumps and resets. Yeah.
Just came for some fresh air.
初めて来たけど、本当にいいところね。
First time, but it's a really nice place.
東京の郊外にありながら、これだけ自然に恵まれていて。
We're expected so much green outskirts of Tokyo. I mean, it's literally called the outskirts. Where all the
Yeah, but it could have just been a bunch of suburbs.
Yeah, I mean they do have like little areas like this.
ついでに飯もうまかったしな。
Food's really good, yeah.
混んでなかったのはいいが、一泊だけじゃちょっと惜しい
We
ぜ。
can only stay one night though. Like we're students, we have to go back.
来られるからいいじゃない。あなたたちがさっきの話を受けるかどうかは置いておいて。
No matter what the rest of you decide,
森宮における最悪は
I'm gonna
何
fight.
としても
Yeah,
食い止めてみせるわ。
literally your job. You're an enforcer.
だから大丈夫。
You already chose this life.
きっとあるから。
柊。そうか。お前はずっと森宮にいるわけじゃないんだな。
You're not planning on staying in Morimiya, are you? Yep. After this, you go around
先
to
のことはわからない
find
け
the
れど。
next find the
ネメ
next
シスの
eclipse
執
problem.
行者である以上、一箇所にとどまるのは考えにくい
As long as
わ
I'm a
ね。
part of a part of Nemesis, I don't expect to be in one place for it.
異界の脅威にさらされている場所は世界中あちこちにあるから。
Isn't anywhere in the world that's truly safe from the
そうか。日本
goes
に
to
来
the
る
bottom
前
of the
は
oceans.
アメリカにいたんだっけか。
Or is that even more scary?
ええ、米国の第二本部にいたわ。
Eldritch deep monstrosity.
そちらで執行者となるための訓練
Probably
と試験
safer
を
up
受け
here.
て。
That's just in the northeastern U.S., right? Where you get that,
任務を始めたのは3年前になるわね。
like the Boston area, you know?
Yeah, that's where they reached the surface over there.
バイトで言えば新人とベテランの中間ってとこか。
By doing it part time, you're almost, but not quite. Hardened veteran.
あれ、第二本部。
North America headquarters.
ええ、そちらは英国にあるわ。
The main headquarters are located in the United
も
Kingdom.
ともとネメシスの源流は中世の魔術結社にあると言われてい
Nemesis supposedly
る。
had its origins in a medieval secret society that was dedicated.
それが大戦後、新たな形で再編され、世界規模のネットワークを構築し、
After the Great War, changed its focus and began expanding its reach and influence around the globe.
近代化するにつれて、米国の支部が
Wait,
最大規模の第二本部となった
was the
の。
Great War like a thing else, or was it just referencing World War One?
Well, here's what you do, right? Take 2015 and subtract 70 years. What do you get?
I thought stream. I'm not supposed to do this.
I'll help you out. You get 1945.
Yeah, but they don't say
World War
two.
II.
Well, the Great War specifically is what World War I was referenced as. Like at the time, they called it the Great War.
Is that what Japan calls it?
Well, that's a good question. But I would have
Japan
figured
didn't have anything to do with World War I that I remember off the top of my head.
They didn't. But I was like,
so
it's weird because like, if they're referencing World War II, then the localizers probably should have put World War II.
Nope.
Because the Great War is very specifically what the people use to reference.
It's fine because that detail isn't.
It's not too relevant.
The most important context clues would indicate what war they're talking about.
Well, math.
As I just did.
このくらい裏の世界なら誰でも知っているレベルだから。それこそクグラヤのマユちゃんあたりでもね。
そういや、あの
We got to connect it to just about everyone.
レグ職人だったか?
They specialize in crafting soul devices.
ジヘイさんは日本でも指折りの職人ね。
Best in Japan, if not the entire world. Yep.
森宮に来てよかったと思っている
Consider
くらい
myself
よ。
lucky.
へえ、あの偏屈なじ。しかし、聞けば聞くほどアニメやラノベの世界っつうか、たまにこう恥ずかしいとかいたたまれなくなったりしないか?
Doesn't it get kind of embarrassing to think you're pretty much a magical girl?
What does that make you, Ko? What does that make you?
Makes him a magical boy. Yeah.
別に冗談でも
Hardly a
フィクションでもない
joke.
のだけど。
Definitely.
魔法少女だったかしら。ああいうアニメーション作品だってヒロイン自身は真面目なんでしょうし。
As for that magical girl bullshit, remember that they're always serious. They're always serious about what they do.
そいつは微妙にジャンルが違ったような。
Genre covers a lot of ground. You know.
まあいい。純から借りてたまにラノベとか読んだり
Oh
するし。
no, he also reads light novels, chat. No.
このまま開き直って俺も中二に浸りきってやるか。
Maybe I should just go full thing. And what?
ああ、中二は知ら。思春期特有の。
Let's tell me you never pretended to be a superhero, shouting fake attack name.
それはどうでもいいわ。
Let's not speak it.
時坂くん、もう先。
Excited, yes?
ああ、そりゃう
We're
だ
fight.
うだ考えるのはしょう
We're
がない
fight,
じゃねえし、俺は日常何があっても食い止める。
We're gonna fight.
それ。
前から気になっていた。
On the broccoli. So much so that it's clipping into the camera.
あ
Okay.
なたの決意と
Like
覚
the
悟
emo
を歓迎
pose
す
and
る
it's
わ。
surprisingly.
けれど
Why?
理由と言い換えてもいいわ。
You asking for be a better
人となり
question?
合わせになる危険にさらされたとしても譲れないような
Why?
覚悟の原点となるもの。
Ask really loudly. Maybe he'll respond.
それはどこにあるのかしら。
ちょっと待て。
Wait
根
a
拠だの
minute.
理由だの一体何を。
10年前、私は全てを失った。
10 years ago, I
あ
lost
の
everything.
赤く染まった空
Under
の
that
下
blood red. Was there for the master, huh?
ネメシスの研究者だった父と
That was the same.
私と同じ執行者だった母。
Assistant
東京での異変にいち早く気づいた2人は独自に行動を開始した。
abnormal and
幼い私を連れて逃げ惑う住民の避難を
in
助けようとした
tow.
の。
They went out into the
そして数千人、数万人規模の住民を
help save
なんとか逃がしたところで、その最悪どもは現れた。
the disaster.
無数のエルダーグリードと それを操る
Countless
国の
elder
クリード
greed. Join them.
迷彩の元凶ではなかったけど、それに引き寄せられるように現世に現れた地獄の悪魔
Ultimate
たち。
source of the appeared was like, wasn't the greed the one that responsible? I mean, even if like not complete.
No,
On its
so
own
this must be
devolution.
like a lesser. This must be a lesser grim greed.
This is why their tier lists need to be updated.
It's not the triple S.